Pork Chop are getting ready to dilly-dally. Dilly-dally. I need to go by the store. I want to make some chicken soup because my husband is sick. So I want to make him some chicken soup and get him some orange juice. And then also I want to go back Bath and Body Works because they're having a really good sale. And I have coupons. And I want to go by the thrift store. So there go Pork Chop. Today I am channeling my inner Princess Di. Y'all remember when she used to wear sweatshirts with the biking shorts and the running shoes? This sweatshirt is from Sam's and I got it for like 15 bucks, y'all, and it's really good. And you can get your specific state. So of course I got Texas. And I love this color. I am in love with all things brown, chocolate brown, mocha, all of the things. But yeah, $15. I haven't linked them. I like to know it. These biking shorts are old from H&M, but I like them because they go down far. Like they don't cut up here, down here. And then my, I think they're Vomero 5s in gold. So yeah, and my scrunchy socks. I love scrunchy socks. So yeah, let me go on and get on down the road. I'll talk to you in a minute for somebody to get antsy. Bye. Just finished taking a 5 a.m. Pilates class. Who am I? I am she. I am her. It actually was not bad. It was just mostly a lot of I feel the burn because we did some moves that really burned, but it was good. It was good. I'll take that class again. So if they do this class at 5 a.m., I could see me coming regularly to this particular class because it wasn't bad. But now I'm headed home. It's like 5:54. I don't like initially waking up, but once I'm up, I'm good. Once I'm out the bed, I'm good. But that initial wake up, it'd be hard. But yeah, I do like going early in the morning and getting my workout over with. So I wish that they had 5 a.m. classes every day. They don't. They have them, I think, on Fridays and I think one other day. So I'm gonna find out what that other day is because this is like perfect timing. I knew they was gonna run that light. Yeah, this is like perfect timing. So I'm gonna go home. I'm not sweaty, so I don't think I need to take a shower. But put some clothes on, and then I am headed to my daughter's house to keep Pork Chop today. My husband is not feeling well. I'm gonna see if he wants me to stop at Starbucks and get him a medicine ball. He's making sure Riley gets on the bus. So yeah, I just wanted to check in. I really didn't come back yesterday. I ended up picking up my mom, and me and her hadn't spent any time together in a while. We kind of fell out, but we okay. That mother-daughter relationship sometimes can be challenging, right? Because, excuse my language, but when I grew up, my mom would always say 2 cats can't live in the same house. That's what she would say. She was like, 2 cats can't be in the same house. So, oh my God, did I lose my end? Or is it on the other side? Hold on, y'all. Oh, it's on the other side. It's a Kendra Scott deck build now. Let's not play. Anyway, yeah. So sometimes we fall out, but with me going to church and everything, and I was talking about this last night on live for our devotional, even though we really didn't do a devotional. Yeah, sometimes it can be hard. being a Christian, because you got to do the right thing even when you don't feel like it. And so the right thing was for me to call my mom. So we had a good time. She had a good time with Pork Chop. He's always a lot of fun. And so yeah, we were doing that, so I didn't really pick up the camera. But I am gonna show you what I got from Bath and Body Works. I didn't really get much, but I'll show you the candles I got. And yeah, I'm about to head home. So let me call my husband and see if he wants a medicine ball. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Saturday, October 25th. And your girl is in the streets. I just left Hobby Lobby, as y'all saw, because I lost my needles. They're somewhere in the house. I don't know what I did with them, but I'm about to go get my toes done, and I want to finish I want to work on my project. This is a knot bag. It's gonna, like, y'all see it, because hopefully I'll finish it today. But I have to stitch this part to here and then work on the other handle, and then I'm done. But I need a darning needle is what they call it. And I just want to say I love crocheting, and I was looking at videos yesterday while Eisen was asleep, and I think I want to explore. I know I want to learn how to sew next year, which I'm gonna talk to my mom. Y'all know I bought some patterns. My mom has a sewing machine, so before I invest in one, I think I'm gonna go over there and maybe let me and her work on a garment together. But also I would like to learn how to knit, so I've been looking at that. I also would like to learn how to embroider, so I can embroider some items that I have, like all the fiber arts, all the paper arts. I'm down. All the hobbies. I would like to go horseback riding next year. Next year is gonna be filled with hobbies, okay? Not necessarily going places, but learning how to knit, getting better with my crochet, like creating some things that I will keep for a lifetime, creating some gifts. I would love to make like someone a baby blanket and then like embroider their name on there. I think that's like, you can't buy things. I mean, you can, but you know what I'm saying? When it comes from someone and they handmade it, those things are lost. Like, we don't do that anymore. Everything's mass produced. It's from Temu, it's from Shein, and all that kind of stuff. Like, I want some handmade items I can pass down. I wish I would have made Eisen. I mean, it's not too late to make him a blanket. He's only one, but yeah. So like next year, I want to try some new things. I want to go horseback riding. I want to take some different types of classes, and maybe a ballet class. I don't know. I'm down for exploring things. I am gonna have Eisen next year, but it'll just be until end of May, and then I will be free. Yeah, I will be free to explore the things that I want to explore next year. So that's gonna be really, really fun. And in the meantime, I got the weekend. So also, you know, I'm going to do, like I told y'all, be a better steward. So I was just thinking about the things that I want to scale back on so I can enjoy other things. I want to scale back on shopping. I ain't saying I'm going to stop shopping completely, because that's a lie. But I don't need to go to Bath and Body Works every week, which I haven't really been going every week, just when they have a good sale. But I need to use the things that I have. I don't need a sticker book every time it comes out. I definitely am going to try not to buy any sticker books next year unless it's just one I really, really want. But like every drop, buying a sticker book, no. Because I have so many sticker books that I need to use. Also, you know, I was talking about the planner I wanted to get. I wanted to get a creative journal. I decided that I'm just going to use the pages in my Hobonichi because I didn't really use it this year. And I don't want to waste stuff. I still need to work on getting better at cooking smaller portions, because even though my husband does eat leftovers, he eats them one time and that's it. Mr. I always eat leftovers. No, you don't. No, you don't. He eats them one time and that's it. So the rest of the food, like, I might eat it, I might not. The rest of the food doesn't get eaten. So definitely, where you parking, lady? Definitely gotta get better with that. I need to clean out our pantry. I need to clean out our refrigerator again. I need to get organized. I want to do some decorating in the house. It's just so many things I didn't get to this year that I wanted to do because I was doing things that weren't in the plan. We gotta stick to the plan. We gotta stick to the plan in 2026. So I would like to thrift more clothes rather than purchase more clothes. I'm still gonna purchase things. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was, you know, going through things and I was like, there's no need of me lying saying I'm not buying anything. That's not true. But I'm gonna be more intentional. Think about my purchases more, how they're gonna work for me, and so on and so forth. So anyway, let me go in here and get my toes done because it's about to get busy. Bye. Hiya. So I am done with my pedicure. I worked on my project. I highly suggest this project if you are a beginner like myself. I mean, I crocheted before, but I never did anything. I messed it up right here, but that could be the back of the bag. The way that this bag is gonna go, you're not really gonna be able to tell. But yeah, so this is a Japanese, I think they call it it's a name for it in Japanese, but it's a knot bag. So that's gonna, like, this strap that I'm doing right now is gonna be longer, and it's gonna go through this strap. Y'all see, because I'm gonna finish this today. But I just used that color that I had in my stash. I don't know if y'all remember, I went to Hobby Lobby maybe like a month or so ago. And they had some yarn on clearance, and so they had this pretty, like, burgundy color. So I just went ahead and used what I had in my stash. But I will definitely make this bag again, because this bag does not take long to work up. If you really work at it every day, you could get it done in a week if you're a beginner, if you don't crochet that fast like me. It actually didn't even hurt my hand. I guess I'm getting used to it. But I plan on finishing this bag today so I can show y'all. But yeah, this is the bag. I'll link the tutorial in the description box, but I highly suggest y'all get some hobbies. Like I told y'all before I ran in there, we gonna be all about black girl hobbies in 2026. Doing things to regulate our nervous system, to slow us down, to keep us present in the moment. That's what we're gonna do. And to get us off these phones. Even though you're probably watching me on the phone right now, we need to get off these phones. We need to start relying so heavily on this as our entertainment, as our joy. and do something else with their lives. Like, I haven't even really been on TikTok this week unless it was like to post content. I have been on Instagram for some reason this week, but TikTok, and baby, I could be on TikTok for hours because TikTok really is entertaining. But I haven't even really been on TikTok this week. I've just been trying to chill, stay off all of this stuff. I've been shopping, trying to get my fall wardrobe together, and honestly, I really need to I really need to clean out my closet, and I need to go to my storage. Thank you. Which I'll probably be doing tomorrow. I think I'll go by there and see what I have in there. But I went into the garage and I had a whole container full of fall winter stuff. Some of my favorite sweaters, some of my boots. Yeah, so I'm looking for a dress that I wore for my birthday 5 years ago. I had paid a pretty penny for that dress, and I can't find it. I'm like, did I give that dress away when I was moving? I don't think that I did. I hope that I didn't, but I might have. So I need to look for that dress in my storage, because I want to wear it, and I want to wear it with a jacket I have, so I don't know. I'm going to look for it. But anyway, like I was saying, get into these hobbies. Okay, get into it in 2026. Whether that's cooking, whether that's learning how to bake, whether that's learning how to sew, doing something with your hands, doing something to be creative. Like, I really honestly feel like God blesses that. God blesses your hands when you slow down, are present, and take time to just, be in the moment and create something. He blesses women because we were made to create. I mean, we have a whole womb. So he blesses us when we create things. So that's just how I feel. But yeah, definitely looking into doing more hobbies and things to slow down right now. Not really necessarily in 2026, but focusing on that in 2026. So anyway, I'm about to go home. Again, we're supposed to be going to Magic Under the Stars tonight, which is like an annual concert that one of our radio stations puts on. I've been a few times. So it's supposed to rain, and my husband wants to get there early because we're sitting on the lawn like we did last time. It's at the same venue where we went to go see Babyface. We're sitting on the lawn, which I really enjoy, but not in the rain. So he wants to get there early so we can rent some lawn chairs, and he's gonna get some umbrellas, and he's like, if it gets bad, then we'll just leave, but we're gonna try to go. So I need to go home. I need to wax my mustache. I need to shave my legs. I need to put on a fresh set of lashes. I might paint my nails. I don't know, because I was thinking about just waiting to do them because I'm going somewhere next week. So we'll see about that. Maybe I'll just put like a little coat of paint on them. I've been trying to just let them grow and giving them a break. But yeah, I need to do all of the things to get ready for date night, and he wants me ready early so we can leave. And he wants to know what I'm wearing because he want to match me, y'all. The man want to match me so bad. If he could be in my skin, he would. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Yeah, look at our yard. We had a tornado watch. Like, our alarms went off like at 3 a.m. for a tornado. So my husband, he woke up and he went outside in the backyard and like secured everything. But y'all see all these branches and leaves down? And look at my mums, y'all. This one, the flowers really bloomed. This one, the flowers are still, you see it's a lot of buds that are getting ready to bloom. But me and Pork Chopper has been taking care of these flowers, baby. We've been putting them in the sun, and I need to actually put them in the sun. Well, there's no sun right now. And we've been watering them. Now, Pork Chop has been picking at him a few times when he shouldn't have been. But for the most part, we've been taking care of these flowers. These mums. This one is really pretty. I need to change out my doormat. I was going to buy a new one, but I have one in there that I'm going to put out. And I was supposed to get our pumpkins this weekend. I might do that tomorrow. And just put some pumpkins out here. The kids was supposed to decorate them, but we didn't get to do that this year, so it'll be all right. But yeah. No concert for us. We had tickets to sit on the lawn, which like we did last time. And what did they say? They canceled the lawn tickets? They closed the lawn. So I guess because it was wet. So they gave us the option of you can stand in an aisle, like the second part, which that's crazy because a lot of people buy lawn tickets because the lawn is a popular spot. And or you can, because I've sat in the seats, I prefer sitting on the lawn because it's just more chill. Yeah, but or you can go in the lounge. They have like a lounge, but if everybody's on the lawn, they go to the lounge, or you can stand in the aisle, which I think that's a fire hazard. Anyway, we chose to get the refund and just go home. So no concert for us, which is it's fine. I wanted to see October London, but I could care less about seeing Keith Sweat. He was the headliner, but I've seen him several times, and he might have his stuff together now, but before he would be under the influence. So, but I hope everybody else have fun. We gonna go. Y'all, I finished my knot bag. This one was way better than my first tote bag, but it's still my first tote bag. I'm still proud of it, but this one is super cute, and I'm gonna make another one of these. I'm gonna use another type of yarn. Super cute. Absolutely love it. This is like perfect if I was like I'm out of breath because, anyway, this would be perfect like for a date night or a happy hour. And you just have like your little wallet and stuff in here and just, yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so satisfying when you finish a project, when you make something with your hands and you're like, I made that. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, hobbies. Hobbies, they will bring you so much joy. So I'm going to start. I'm working on a cardigan. Ooh, I know that. Ooh, sorry, y'all. I'm working on a cardigan, but that one's going to take me a while. I already know because it's a lot of rows. It's easy, but it's a lot of panels. Like I have to make 5 different panels and there are a lot of rows. So it's going to take me a minute to do that one. So that's kind of a slower project. But usually crocheters have more than one project going on. So I'm going to make a beanie for my husband. I'm looking for tutorials for that now. So yeah. But I think what I'm going to do is take me a nice bubble bath. Because my husband's watching his Michigan football game. Go Blue. And yeah, then I will probably turn in for the night. But I think I'm gonna take me a bath and watch me some YouTube and chill for the rest of the night. Like, I'm not so mad that we didn't make the concert because, yeah. I did want to see October London, but I've already seen Keith Sweat multiple times. I think I've seen Escape. I don't remember. And I really wasn't worried about seeing Cupid. I think I've seen Cupid too. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Bye. Hi, y'all. So I came in here to close down a cozy cottage before I take my bath and turn in for the night because I am going to church in the morning. But I wanted to come on here because today and my close friends, and if you follow me on Instagram and you want to be a part of my close friends, just send me a DM on Instagram and I'll add you. I used to talk about, like when I first got engaged and just talk about the things that led me to get married, to get engaged, especially at my age with the things that I've been through and as quickly as we did. Because, some women want to know, like, how did I attract a husband, especially a provider husband. A lot of women are interested in not necessarily not working, but not paying, not being responsible, not having to provide fully for the household. Like, yeah, I mean, a lot of women don't mind working, but they do mind having to pay all the bills, right? So, I used to share a lot, but, and I used to have a subscription on Instagram, but I felt like I wasn't delivering value. No one really responded or said anything. And like, you have to engage. And that's why I always appreciate y'all commenting and saying things, because that lets me know that you appreciate the content, that you find it valuable. You have to engage with people to let them know, right? So no one really engaged that much, so I felt like, it was a waste, and I didn't want to waste anyone's time, especially my own, so I shut it down. And I thought about opening a membership here, but the thing is, even if I tell you things behind a paywall, you can still go back and spread them, because there's so many things I could share with y'all that I can't share with y'all. It would have to be, discreet, right? So I just choose not to share. Like, it's some things that happened even recently that if I told y'all the way that God has moved and done different things, y'all would be like, and maybe one day I can share them in a different way, but for now, I don't think that it would be appropriate. So anyway, I was sharing in my close friends this book. It's called The Power of Being a Woman. It was originally called The Power of Femininity. It is by Michelle McKinney Hammond. Where's her name? Michelle McKinney Hammond. All the fingers, okay? She is an excellent Christian author. These are faith-based books. She does get in the word. So if you are not into that type of thing, then she probably wouldn't be good for you. This was one of the first books I read from her. It was originally called The Power of Femininity, which I have the original book somewhere. I got it. We used to have an African bookstore And we used to have an African store in Greenspoint Mall here in Houston. And when I started working in this area, and then I moved to this area, I didn't move in Greenspoint, but like close to the north side of town, I used to go in there all the time on my lunch break, and because they had black books. And there weren't a lot of places that you could get black books. This was like in 2003. Yeah, so that's when I originally got the book, in 2003. The book was written in 1999. I said I had it in 1999. That's not true. I got it in 2003. But I had my daughter. I don't think I had got married yet, but I wanted to get married to my first husband. And I had read this book, and there were so many jewels in this book, but I just, at the time, I was young. I thought I knew better. I thought, oh no, that's not how things work, and all this kind of stuff. And so even though I read the things and I appreciated what she wrote, I did not follow through. And now going back, and I read this book like every so often, probably like once a year, I will go through it. I may not read it in its entirety. I have read it in its entirety several times, but I may just go back and read a couple of chapters here and there when I need to brush up on something. But this, and I'll link this book for y'all. It's in my Amazon storefront, but I'll link it on Like to Know It as well. This book, when I go back and I read some of the things that I read back then, I overstand exactly what she was talking about. And I was, what made me think of this book today was I was watching a reel on Instagram, and the girl, I follow her on TikTok. She was talking about, if you want your husband to be a provider, then you have to get comfortable with seeing him struggle. And I was like, exactly. And that is the hard part that we as women we struggle with. It is a challenge for us. And it's a challenge because we are naturally nurturers. And like I've said before, that's why a lot of times we have to find a man that loves us more because we are naturally nurturers, givers, lovers, all of those things. And we are going to naturally do that in a relationship. It's not going to be forced. But with a man can take advantage of that if he is not in love with you like you are in love with him. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. She was saying that you have to get comfortable with seeing that man struggle. And I remember reading this book, and the author was giving an example that if the lights get cut off, and he's supposed to be paying the light bill, and the lights get cut off, do not rescue him. Do not save him. And she was like, I know you're like, oh, but we need lights. Go somewhere and sit there until he gets those lights turned back on. Because if you keep taking up space where he's supposed to be, he will never do it. And it is, if I can give you any piece of advice, don't rescue him. Okay? If you want him to be, now, I am married and I do believe in partnership, but the thing about partnership is that people have roles, and what happens is we do not fulfill our roles. We go and try to fulfill someone else's roles, and that is not of God. Okay, he has certain roles that he has given women, and these are my beliefs, and from what I have read in the Bible and what I have studied over the years and what I have experienced. You can agree with him or not, but he gives women certain roles and he gives men certain roles. And when we as women step into the man's role, it never works out for us. And she even gave this example in the book about how many women who put their husband through medical school or law school, and then when he becomes a lawyer or doctor, he turns around and he dumps them. And she gave some reasons for that. When I say, if you want your man to excel, if you want him to be a provider, if you want him to take care of things, then you have to leave things for him to take care of. If you are always rescuing him, if you are always taking care of things, if things are always done, he will never do them. He will let you do them. And that's the thing about men. They'll be like, oh, you got it. If you're doing it, they will be like, you got it. They're not going to be like, oh, they may say that like one time, but they're not going to keep doing that. If they do not feel a need for them, they will step back. They will fall back real quick. And I wish I understood that as a young woman, but I definitely understand it now. I there have been situations where I've said to my husband, well, I'll go get a job. And he has said to me, I've never told you go get a job. I'm venting. I don't need your help like that. I don't need your help in that way. I just need for you to support me. And when I understood that, that man has excelled. Not to put y'all in our business, but my husband is doing well for himself in his industry, and I am proud of him. And it is because I had to step back and let him do the thing. I had to step back and let him figure things out for himself. Not that he was incapable, or he's always been a protector and a provider. When I met him, you know, when I moved in here, he was like, no, you don't have to work. If you want to do other things, go ahead and do that. If you want to take care of your grandson, I'm fine with that. I got it, right? But he has even excelled further than that. Our position, our role as women is to be a helpmate, right? But in a way that we are a supportive role. We support his decisions. We cheer him on. We boost his ego. We appreciate him. We're thankful, and all of those things. Our job is not to get out there and take up space, take up his role. Oh, you didn't do this, so I took care of it. I'm telling you from experience, it's not going to get you anywhere. Let me read what she said. Because a man craves respect and praise so much, he will rise to the occasion when he knows he is being counted on. I need our good words used with men because they have planted in their spirits a God-given drive to fix things and to restore order. If a man feels like you've got it covered, he will allow you to take the whole ball and run with it. Therefore, it is important for you to step back and let a man rise or fall on his own. This is where the muscles of character are built. Here's a scientific fact for you to ponder. If you help a butterfly out of its cocoon, it will die. In the actual struggle to get out of the cocoon, blood rushes to all of the butterfly's veins, and this empowers its wings to fly. Without the struggle, the wings never unfold properly or gain the strength they need. Therefore, the butterfly is hindered from flight and dies. Same thing happens to men and women. We just don't like to watch the struggle. It looks too painful, especially when you see your loved one heading straight for a fall. There is something innate in a woman that makes her want to stick out her hand and break the fall. Don't do it. You might interrupt his fall and break your arm in the process. Drops mic. It's kind of like, and I know this is like a crazy example, but if you ever worked at a call center, you know you have to clock in, right? And you know if you're late, you can call your coworker and be like, can you clock me in right quick before that time period comes where you're counted as late. You know, we used to do that all the time in the call center. We used to be like, can you clock me in or whatever? I'm trying to fix this light. Can you clock me in? And the thing is, they will clock you in. But if you keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that, you will never learn to be on time, right? But if they don't clock you in and you late and you get that mark, you get that occurrence, if you know what I'm talking about, you get that occurrence, you will make sure that you bring your butt to work on time because you don't want another occurrence which could lead to you losing your job. And that is how it is in the husband-wife, and I can only speak for husband and wives, right? I know some of us are partnered up in all of those things, and I get it because I did it. So I ain't here to judge, but I know what she's speaking about in this book is about husband and wives, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. But when we sit up there and we keep clocking him in, and he never gets the consequence of being late, and never gets that tap on the hand or whatever the case may be, he'll never learn. Just like your coworker never learned because you always clocked them in. They was always late. I'm always clocking so-and-so in. Don't rescue him. if I can give you any piece of advice. This is unsolicited advice, I know y'all didn't ask for it. And believe me, there is a lot that I learned. I'm not trying to say I'm a marriage expert or anything like that. Baby, I've only been married 1 year on the 4th of November, okay? Don't rescue him. Let him bump his head. It's hard to see, but let him bump his head. And I promise you, he will appreciate you more for it. He will appreciate you more for it. If you ever notice, men don't appreciate when you do the things that they are called to do. They don't appreciate that. When you take out the trash and they're supposed to be taking out the trash, when you pay the bill and they supposed to be paying the bill, you never get no thank you. You never get no baby, I appreciate that. They just go on about their business. They don't appreciate when you do those things. Now, when you sit up there and you got a warm meal waiting for him when he get off of work, when you got that bath water ran, when you in the bed with him, you know, y'all snuggling and you smell all good and you looking all pretty and stuff, that's the stuff that they appreciate. When you whispering in his ear, baby, I'm so proud of you. Baby, I appreciate you. Baby, thank you for putting the kids to sleep tonight. Thank you for sending me that extra money to get my toes done. Whatever. That's when it puts a smile on their face. That's when they appreciate you. Anyway, I'm getting too much into this. I've been talking 20 minutes. But if you don't have this book, I highly, highly recommend. I really wanted us to read this book for our book club, but I was like trying not to go in this direction. But you know what? I'm going to tell the ladies, scrap the book that we was reading. We need to read this because this... All the fingers. She also has a book, if you are single, called What to Do Until He Finds You. What is that book called? Let me see if I can find it. She got a lot of books. All her books are really good. I highly recommend. What to Do Until Love Finds You. That's good. If Men Are Like Buses, Why Can't I Catch One? That is really good. If you are single. How to Get the Best Out of Your Man is really good. The Real Deal on Loving Men is good. A Woman's Got to Do What a Woman's Got to Do is good. 101 Ways to Get and Keep His Attention is good. Secrets of an Irresistible Woman, I think, is the first book I read by her. Excellent. I got that one actually too in there. A lot of them I have on my Kindle, but a lot of them I do have the actual copy of. There's one called How to Get Over It. Where is that at? They don't have all the books in here. It's one of them called How to Get Over It. If you are going through a difficult situation, like a breakup, that is an excellent book to read. I think there's also one called What Does God Do with the Brokenhearted? The Brokenhearted. That one is a good one. All her books, honestly, I absolutely love her books. Cherish her books. So much so that I rebought this in the new, if you can see, and I have it on Kindle. So that should tell you. But anyway, I'm yapping. Let me get off of here. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready, take my bath, and chill for the rest of the night. And then I'm gonna get ready for church in the morning. And I will probably come back to y'all with my church notes or church thoughts, and in the vlog on tomorrow. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. It's Sunday, October 26th. And I am popping on here to say happy Sunday. I just came from church. I don't have any church notes because I carried this little bag today, and I put my Bible in here, but I didn't put my little notepad. Of course, I couldn't bring my coach notebook in here, but I couldn't put I have a little notepad, and I forgot to put that in there. Anyway, but basically we are closing out the Good Shepherd series, and we talked about God's goodness. And, you know, at the end of the verse, it says, God's goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. And it talked about God's goodness being his grace and his mercy. And a lot of times we don't understand the power in that. We don't understand that God gives us grace to be able to start again, to live a new life. God gives us mercy, and he doesn't give us what we deserve. Sometimes I think we even take advantage of it, and we abuse it a little bit, because we're like, God will forgive me. God will turn that around. And we have to understand that we do have to live out our consequences, so to speak. But they're never as, in my opinion, and this is from someone who has been sick, they're never as bad as they could be. They're never as bad as they could be. And that's because of God. He still keeps us. I've had some things happen, and rightfully so. I deserved them. However, he made sure that it didn't take me out. You know what I'm saying? He made sure that I'm still here. And I always thank God for that. Because let's be real. There is a very good chance that I wasn't going to be here. Right? And for whatever reason, I'm still not exactly sure. Maybe it is for such a time as this. God kept me. He allowed me to live. I don't want to cry. That was his grace and mercy. And I know a lot of times when I share what I have been through, to encourage other people that are going through something, and like a while ago they were talking about James Vanderbeek, and he's battling stage 3 colon cancer, and I put on a comment that I battled stage 4 and that I'm here, and God's goodness, and he kept me. And someone commented, I don't know if I said this before, I may have. Someone commented that, God didn't let their mom live. And I hate reading that. I hate seeing that. But I told them, God's mercy may have been for your mom to go home to him. I don't know. I'm not God. I ain't trying to be, because that's, baby, I never, okay? Because that's a very big responsibility. I'm not him. I don't know his reasons. I don't know his whys. And I'm beyond in life trying to understand. I just follow directions, because that's the easiest thing to do. But maybe his mercy was for her not to be in pain anymore. Maybe his mercy was for her to be free, right? Because I've seen people come to the end of an illness, a terminal illness, and it's not anything that I would ever want anyone to experience. So be thankful for his goodness. Be thankful for his grace and his mercy, right? Because even though we don't deserve it, I know I don't, I can't speak for y'all, I know I haven't, he still gives it to us. And that is his goodness. That is his goodness. So anyway, that was pretty much the church notes. We'll be starting a new series next week. I don't know what it is, but I'll let y'all know. But this one was really good. The reading over Psalms and 23 and seeing how it really applies to your life, that he is the shepherd, that we are his sheep, that we are his flock, that we follow him, and that he protects us, he provides. He's good to us. He don't just protect, provide. He's good to us. So I'm going to go ahead and close out the vlog here. I don't know how long this vlog is going to be. Probably not that long, but I'm trying to get back being consistent, okay? Because, I had a little break. I needed a little time, and I've taken my time, and I feel good. And I thank y'all for all the love and the comments on my last video. I thank y'all for letting me know that I don't want to cry. That I am valued. Thank y'all from the bottom of my heart for that, because sometimes just being a woman, maybe men feel this way, I'm pretty sure they do, because men go through a lot. We don't give them enough credit, honestly. They have a lot on their shoulders, especially if they're good men that provide and protect. They never can stop that, y'all. We can get a break from motherhood. You know what I mean? We can get a break when the kids get grown. We're still mothers. Don't get it twisted. We're still mothers. But we could get a little break when the kids get grown and, you know, they ain't too much. Like right now, I'm in the stage of life where my older 3, you know, they kind of, I don't talk to them every day, that type of thing. We can get a little break, right? We can be empty nesters. But men, they always have to protect. They always have to provide. And we don't give them enough credit for that, but that's not where I was going. I thank y'all for letting me know that what I bring y'all is something that you want, something that is valuable to you, something that you can glean something from. You know, I appreciate y'all for that so much. And thank y'all for saying that I'm real, I'm genuine. I can't be nothing else. I've tried to pretend to be other people in life. It's coming from someone who is older. I have. You know, I'm going to be like this person. It never works. It never works. Be yourself. Be yourself is the easiest thing to do. It's the easiest thing to do. So anyway, I pray and intend that you have the most amazing week. And yeah, let me know again, because some of y'all still didn't let me know what y'all want to see in future videos. But yeah, let me know what y'all want to see in future videos, what kind of content that you are looking for me to bring. I'm looking to bring y'all homemaking, you know, the word, and all the cozy hobbies. But if there's something else y'all want to see, let me know. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I pray until you have the most amazing week, and I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.